Oh, hi. Sorry, just busy shopping on PopShop, a really new app that makes shopping and live sales easier. What could be better? Hurry back.
80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney afternoon.
Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas. If you're returning, thanks for coming back, and if you're new, I do all kinds of Disney content including subscription boxes, hauls, trivia, vintage, shopping. If it's Disney, we're doing it, so you're going to want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next Disney adventure. All right, so you've probably seen a fair number of videos popping up in the YouTubeverse about this new app called PopShopLive. And a few weeks ago or a month or something ago, Alex contacted me from PopShop and said, hey, would you like a credit to try out the app? And I was like, well, yeah, of course, sure, I'd love to. But we know that no amount of freebie or stuff like that is going to stop this YouTuber from giving you his honest opinion. And I have to tell you, I loved it. Genuinely and truly, I loved it. Now, I've been in my fair share of Instagram live sales and Facebook live sales. And those are fine formats, but I feel like this app took the best of like eBay and Mercari and Instagram Live and like wedged it into one app. So there's a couple ways, as far as I can tell, or at least as far as my experience goes, that you can interact with the app. The first is the live sale portion. So they were doing a lot of live sales over the Black Friday weekend. They had some free shipping and things like that. The difference with, if you've been on an Instagram sale before, like the person puts up $5 pins and $20 pins and, different merch at different prices, and everybody scrambles to claim, and the person, says who's first, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is more like eBay in that there's like, there's a starting price. It might be like 50 cents or something silly, and you can bid over like a short time frame, like 60 seconds or 90 seconds. I'm assuming the seller can set that on the back end. I'm not 100% sure. So you can actually outbid each other, and it can get a little bit crazy depending on demand. So you're not necessarily going in for like, you're going to get a $10 pin. It might cost you $20 or it might $12 or something like that. I thought that was a more interactive element. It does take a little bit longer in some ways, but depending on like a lot of these things, some of them were like higher end things that you were getting for like really good deals. So like if it was a $50 pin, might be going for $20 or $25 or something. So clearly the people participating aren't going to go over what the sort of market value is, right, for some of these pins. So that was one way you could interact with it. And the other way that I really liked is that like back catalogs, sales that don't go, or like they can upload things, like it's like a Mercari or an eBay shop where you can just buy it now, and you can scroll through the back catalog even while the live sale is going on and just make direct purchases from the seller, and the prices are listed. There's no like auction at that point, right? So you just go through and $5, $10, $50, whatever the pin or the pop or the merch, shirts, they had all kinds of things. There were some sellers that I have bought before from on Instagram sales, and some that I followed before, and then some that were new to me. So clearly you're gonna, if you've bought on Instagram or follow some of the sellers, a lot of them are going over to this format. I thought it was really a great experience. I thought it was pretty clean in terms of like the interaction. The only thing I didn't love, or maybe wished that there was, is once you're in like somebody's back catalog shop, there's no like search feature. So like, if you're on Mercari or something, I can go, or even Etsy, I can go to a shop and search for, Disney Afternoon characters or DuckTales or something, right? And it'll pop up what that seller has. In the shop, you do have to scroll through all of their sales, and it's not like, hundreds upon hundreds, but it's enough to, especially if you're making decisions, like if you're not making immediate decisions, because the one thing you do have to do when you buy the back catalog site is you buy it immediately. So it's not like you fill it all into your your cart. So if I clicked on a pin and I bought it, I buy it then, and then it takes me back to the beginning of the shop and I start the process over. So in some ways I wish there was like a search feature so I could type in Alice in Wonderland or Beauty and the Beast or something like that within this specific shop. And maybe that's a feature that's coming down the road. But, you know, other than that, there wasn't a lot I could really complain about. And, you know, I like a good complain. This app seemed great, and I would encourage you to download it, check it out, support some of your favorite sellers who are already selling, and you know, tell me what you think about it. I'm curious. I've heard good things. I know a lot of my friends have done it, and I'll link some of theirs around if I can find their videos so you can check out like other people's experiences. I just watched April's from Thrifty-Nerdy-Mom, and I know Karen from Disney Inside Andy also did one, and maybe by the time I'm posting this, a few others will have done it. And you can kind of get a well-rounded thought about this app, but definitely, in my opinion, check it out. So I bought some things, and that's really what we're here to do. We want to see what we bought. So let me start with this one. This was the biggest seller. This was from, I think it's pronounced MarCMouse, as opposed to, it looks like MarCMouse to me. I follow them already on Instagram, and you should check them out either on Instagram or the shop also. But they were having some, this was one of the live sales I went to. So some I did do the live, some I just went to the back catalog and bought things. I tried to do it both ways. One of the things, I haven't really looked at these yet, but one of the things that Marcy, I'm gonna call you Marcy until I know otherwise. I'm sorry if I don't know better. Shame on... Yeah, we're going to call you Marcy. Fine. Was doing these Disney lanyards, 10 lanyards for $10, and you didn't get to choose. You just got an assortment. But I thought, you know what? Why not? I can use lanyards as gifts, as like throw-in for Magic Mail, as giveaways, different things. So we've got Baby Yoda. We've got a Toy Story. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, April. You want a Loki? I got a low-key. Is that a low-key? Oh, see, it says right there. I knew without even looking. Aren't you proud of me? We've got, oh, I love this one. Dumbo. Look how cool that one is. We've got Duffy and Friends. You know how I feel about the old Duffster. We've got Nightmare Before Christmas. That one's a really cool design. This like film strip Maleficent situation. Very cool. We've got Stitch in this very, like, this gives me, like, Rainbow Bright vibes. Shout out to all my 80s babies. We've got Alice in Wonderland. So quite a few of these are characters or things that I do like, and some I'll give away, and Duffy will burn. Toy Story, the Aliens, who, I know I don't love Pixar, but I do like the Aliens a little bit. And more Nightmare Before Christmas. So, $1 a piece, not bad. I was like, why not? Let me grab one while I'm here. Because I was spending a little bit of somebody else's money, I got a couple of things that maybe I've been looking at that were on the pricier side, just because I thought, why not treat yourself? Why not? You know? All right, so we've got quite a few Disney afternoon pins I am really pleased to announce. As if I was giving out an award right now. Okay, look. So it's a dual pin of Chip and Dale on, of course, it's their own backer card. This was like a cast. Is this one of the ones that was like a cast exclusive or something? I can't remember. They all had descriptions, and of course I don't have them now, but love that. Love that I can add that to the board. What else did I get? Oh, for my Bambi collection, because, you know, I'm working on my Bambi collection. And as a musician, and I'll tell you a quick little story. So this is sheet music, and on the back, it's sheet music for Little April Shower. And it's the cutout is the mouse who grabs the dew, and the triangle dings at the end of the song. And if you open it, we've got Bambi and his mother inside the little glen there. And, you know, interesting story, when I was first learning to play piano and finally was getting to like the independent stage of teaching myself music without the help of a teacher, or, you know, I finally got to this place where I understood what I was doing a little bit. One of the very first songs I taught myself was Little April Shower. So that's a little tribute to my 10-year-old self, who who ran downstairs to play it for his grandmother, and she critiqued it immediately, but she wasn't wrong. So, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And then look at this cool pin. This is Peter Pan and Captain Hook, and like, this is from Tokyo Disney. I think this is the first Tokyo Disney pin I have. And it says Jubilation on it, and it's like from the ride. It's got Captain Hook sitting on Skull Rock there, and we've got the ship, the gold ship in the background. So that's very cool. So something different that I hadn't had before. And then I've been collecting the Kingdom consoles and the, what's the other gaming series? iHeart Gaming. This might be the first Kingdom consoles I officially own. I can't remember, but this is the DuckTales one. And you've got the system down below, and you've got, I love this game so much. So super happy to add that to my collection. See, look at all of the Disney Afternoon pins I'm getting. And then Marcy also included some like sweet treaty things. So thank you for that. I'm going to move on to the next one. And this is Indy Disney pins. And this was one that I think I just purchased from the back catalog. They weren't actually, when I went to check their shop out, they weren't running, like there wasn't a live sale going on. They just had, that was the other cool thing, is like the back catalog still is up even when the live sale is not going on. So you can go in and still continue to shop from these people, which I think is really cool. So this is one of the Beauty and the Beast, the 30-year anniversary limited edition pins, and I grabbed the Gaston and Belle. And this is like, how can you read a book with no pictures? Gaston, you are positively primeval. Belle. And this is a limited edition of 4,000. So I know there's a bunch more in this series, and I would like to get them all because, you know, I collect Beauty and the Beast. But happy to have this as a starting point for now for the old collection. Then the last thing I got from this particular shop, which I think this is a really interesting thing. It's a limited edition, and it looks like it was $15, which felt like it was, should be more than that, but maybe that's what it really was. So it's 60 years celebrating Chip and Dale. But look, Chip and Dale, even though they're talking about like old school Chip and Dale, which, you know, I don't really collect, but they're in their Rescue Rangers costumes, which I found like this really interesting like choice that they made to represent the characters from like all of the Chip and Dale limited edition. I think it says 1,000. Limited edition of 1,000. So that's a really cool pin, and sort of an odd find, you know what I mean? Okay, go into the thing. Why are you just misbehaving? So that was from that shop. I'm going to leave all of these shops down below so you can check them out on the app and follow them around. So then we have another shop here, and this was vintage, what did I do with my sign? Oh, there, Discount Disney Pin Trading. And so let me start with, this was a little gift, but the person already knows about this. Janine, my friend in the UK, who helps me collect a lot of Wuzzle things, she collects Minnie Mouse Nurse, and this fantasy pin with like the stethoscope and like the little like, you know, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it's medical, right? And then the Mickey head. So I got that for you, Janine. That's coming your way. And then I got a Disneyland Paris pin. You know, I love the Disneyland Paris pins, and I've been working on completing my Beauty and the Beast. There's so many like different version sets of them, but it's the one I didn't have of Mrs. Potts and Chip. And you know how I feel about the old Mrs. Potts. Love her so, so much. She is the best. And then two fantasy pins. April, I just watched your video today, so I'm sorry about what you're about to see. April was generous to get me a couple of things, and I got Alice in Wonderland with Dinah wearing a mask, and Belle with Mrs. Potts wearing a mask. And not that we all want to remember the mask situation and anything of last year, pretty much anything from this year, likely anything from next year. You know, I just thought, what a, you know, interesting time in our history to remember this moment. It exists whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And so I thought maybe I would just grab those for the collection. And then finally, this was from HpyWolf, HpyWolf, WLF Grail Sales. New to me, but this is one I've been looking for a while, and it's not a cheap pin by any stretch of the imagination. But this was a good price compared to what I've seen it on eBay. So this is from 1991, and this is one of the OG Disney Afternoon pins. If I can get into it, give me my Disney Afternoon pin, you little plastic bag. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so here it is. Are you ready for this? This is such a cool pin. I'm going to try to keep it on this little paper card because I think you'll see it a little bit better if I do. And it is... This is from Disneyland, but the Disney Afternoon, and it's a spinner. So we've... hold on, let me take it. Maybe I will take it off of here. So we've got Cubby... Let me get closer there. Baloo from Tailspin, Chip from Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and Scrooge McDuck. And it's got the little Disney Afternoon street sign through it, which, and there's like a little pile of like Scrooge's gold there. I've been looking for this pin for a while. It's a nice size pin and one of the OG ones. There's a few that I don't have. They go for a fair amount of money, but it's a good start. So all in all, I would really highly recommend this app. I'm going to go back and use it again myself with my own money. At some point, I'll keep an eye on when some of my favorite sellers are going to have their list. But it definitely is a really great format. And I'm all about the technology and making our lives easier. And I think this is really a much more integrated and accessible app version than the other kind of live sales we've been doing. So I'm hoping that we really progress over to there. I would encourage you to go check it out, make yourself a little account, buy something, try it out, support sellers if nothing else, and tell me down below what was the favorite pin that I just got in this little haul. It's probably for me the Disney Afternoon pin because I've been wanting it for so long. But honestly, everything here is good. It's good stuff. So really happy with these purchases. Thank you to the sellers listed down below. Check them out. And until the next Disney Vlogmas afternoon.